political row has erupted in Tamil Nadu after DMK MP Kanimozhi Somu's remarks on Hindi-speaking migrant workers drew sharp criticism. Speaking at a recent public event, Kanimozhi Somu said that children in Tamil households today were progressing globally because they study Tamil and English. She contrasted this with Hindi-speaking migrants arriving in Tamil Nadu, claiming that 10,000 people are coming in every day and that many of them were engaged in selling ganja or running pani puri stalls. She said that she did not wish to belittle any profession but added that Tamil students, after crossing the seas, were becoming scientists, doctors, engineers and working in global firms such as Google, in what she described as the state's educational progress. On this, in a strongly worded post on X, Annamalai said that despite repeated incidents of attacks on migrant workers in the state, ministers and MPs of DMK had learnt absolutely nothing. He further alleged that DMK minister T.M. Anbarasan, who shared the stage, echoed similar sentiments, calling it a pattern rather than a slip of tongue. Let me introduce the guests who are joining us to discuss this further on the broadcast. Mr. Jay Prakash, the BJP State Vice President, Election Management Co-Convener. Shri Sailam Anna, who is a Senior Journalist. Yamuna Pathak, Political Analyst. Thank you so much all for joining us on this discussion. Let me in fact first go across to Mr. Jay Prakash. Sir, this is certainly not a slip of tongue. We are seeing a lot of DMK leaders use such divisive comments and remarks, and they are targeting the migrant community in the state. Why do you think this is happening, and especially when the state is all set to go to polls in 30 days?
See, good evening, first of all, and it is so unfortunate. It comes from a member of parliament, and she's a doctor by profession. See, this kind of narrative, DMK from its inception has always been an anti-national party. See, if you see a former union minister, Mr. Raja, has said that India is not a country at all. They are always do this divisive politics during elections. They always say Tamil Nadu, rest of India. And this is how they keep saying that, MRK Paneerselvam, one of their ministers for agriculture, said North Indians come to Tamil Nadu only to sell pani puri and in construction work and wipe tables. R.S. Badri says people from Nagaland are dog eaters. Then Dayanthi Maran calls them toilet cleaners. See, this is the kind of narrative. K. Nehru calls them Bihari lack brains. R.S. Bharati says it is, M.K. Stalin said northern states failed to create jobs and they are migrating. I do not know what kind of data they have. They have no idea, but they do this divisive anti-national party. See, after PFI, if there is one party which has to be banned in this country, this kind of anti-national, anti-India, divisive politics, only DMK keeps talking again and again and again, and for no reason. See, there is no necessity to talk this, and that too from a learned doctor who's going to week after week to Delhi and see so much of people from Bihar who are IAS officers, IPS officers. They guard our borders like so many from North India. They guard all our borders. The major generals, everybody are from all parts of the country. But these people always divide. DMK always divides this country. They should be banned. That's my first statement.
Absolutely, sir. In fact, I'll come back to you. Let me also rope in Shri Sailam Anna into this discussion. Sir, when we're looking at such remarks, they are increasing by the day. We have 30 days to go to the elections. Why do you think is this happening? We are seeing these DMK leaders make such remarks time and again. Is this because
this
they
is
want...
very unfortunate remarks by DMK leaders. This is not the first time and first kind of remarks. In the 2023 in the House of the Parliament, Senthil Kumar also commented very derogatory comment on the system of the parliamentary, and it's a condemned by the even DMK leaders also. Now Kanimozhi is a very senior leader and she hailing from one respective family where more than 3 decades there is a top class political representation. I don't know what is the political motives they are driving it. Particularly 4 factors are indicating on our comments. Political context, as soon as possible there are going to be elections in the state, and they are calculating lot of controversies are going between the DMK, AIDMK and Vijay, and they want to catch Vijay at any cost, but Bharatiya Janata Party and AIDMK NDA alliances are trying for their own government. At this juncture, they will target directly to Hindi speaking people only. Tamil Nadu is the only one state officially they banned Hindi movies, Hindi meetings, Hindi lectures also. I appreciate their language identical historical fight, and they will try for the implement their own linguistic identical factors, but commenting on the other regions and other sects, other languages is not acceptable in the democratic format of India. National interest. Yeah, national interest, the Bharatiya Janata Party, NDA government and AIDMK all are trying for the protection of the national interest by respecting the regional vernacular languages and regional all set of the sentiments they will respect and they will participate in the other. Migrant workers factors and migrant workers issue is the nationwide debatable subject. Not only it's a part of the Tamil Nadu only, that is a major problem in other parts also, in Delhi, Maharashtra, and in other states also. Migrant workers are problem, and how they are facing locally, and local governments are not accepting them, and local people are resisting with them. For this, we required one national policy, not only Chennai or Tamil Nadu, Bangalore or Karnataka, Hyderabad or Telangana, but comments on the third segment and degrading their own lifestyle, it's highly objectionable. And language identity is the major agenda theme of the Tamil politics. Since last 4 decades or 5 decades, it's increasing day by day. In the year 1982, it was some limit. After MGR, when he became a chief minister of Tamil Nadu, lot of language legislations he brought in, and they restricted the Hindi languages, and they restricted other than Tamil and other than few parts. They will entertain only 5 or 10% English language, and whereas all court pronunciations, all official communications also communicating in Tamil Nadu language. I respect their languageal love and affection, as well as when we are living in a federal system, we have to respect other segments and other people also. It is purely politically motivated comments by the Kanimozhi, and in the 2019 she became a member of parliament. After our election of the parliament, even NDA government utilized our services at a high level. Recently she led one team for Spain also, and several international trips also she is leading. Lot of NDA government projects she is leading, and I don't know what is the better force for her comments. It's a purely political context and political motive.
Absolutely. In fact, let me go back to Mr. Jayaprakash. So, this is not about Tamil identity. This is not about the language. Everybody respects and appreciates the language of the state. Nobody is commenting on that. Here, there is a blatant stigmatization of a class of people, of working class of people, of migrant workers, and they are being habitually targeted.
Not about language alone, as Mr. Silvery has said. It is about the people. They are dividing the nation. They are dividing. They are not. Every time they have a problem in Kaveri, they will say things against the people of Karnataka. When they have an issue about another dam, In Kerala, they will talk against the people of Kerala. This has been a habit. The DMK's habit of dividing the country is there from its inception. The founder of DMK or their parent party had said, we want Dravidistan along with Pakistan. They have not fundamentally changed. They have never accepted to be part of this nation. Raja said, India is not a country. Tamil Nadu is a separate country. Kerala is a separate country. He was a union minister in our nation. So they are not saying it just by a slip of a tongue, but with purpose. They want, during elections, systematically, every person who comes to Delhi, who lives along with the people of Delhi, who enjoys everything from the parliament, they come and tell things which are so much against our nation. It is not against one particular Bihari or from anybody coming from any part of the country. This DMK continuously abuses them during elections. This has been their pattern. Not one. People, all member of parliaments, all former ministers of the government, these kind of people, learned people say it. So it is not just some speaker, local level speaker says it. So when such people are saying it, it is a policy of the people of DMK to divide this nation. I'm again and again saying they should be banned. DMK as a party should be banned like PFI for such divisive statements.
Right.
They are not saying it once and getting it off. They are saying it again and again, and that too from member of parliaments, former union ministers. How does I think the country is just taking such kind of rants?
Absolutely, and I think that seems to be the problem, because this seems to be happening quite frequently. Let me also rope in Yamuna Pathak, who's a political analyst, into this discussion. Ma'am, when you are looking at this entire controversy that has erupted, we are seeing some sort of hatred that is being spewed by the DMK leaders, and this is not happening, it's not a one-off instance, it's happening frequently. Why do you think this is happening right before the elections and continuously?
Yeah, good evening. This is very clear and vivid that we could understand by this kind of a derogative statements, this kind of a divisive politics we've been seeing. This is not new, as even the other four speakers have actually set out. This is not new to DMK. DMK's vote back politics, we've been witnessing it for ages together, and this all happens part of kind of trying to arouse the emotions before elections is just a political opportunism, definitely not governance. So because we as Indians, we believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, and here when you divide people in the name of language, creed, all kind of sorts of all kinds of things, this clearly shows that what kind of leaders, they are not leaders basically, they are the political opportunists. I would rather tag them that way. So Tamil pride should not mean discrimination, right? So if even people from their own state are working elsewhere across Bharat, across the world, imagine if people from other cult also start kind of discriminating us on the basis of language or from different states or something like that. What would be the situation? It is because of their political gains, it is about their self-motivated or their own self-interest. Today they are kind of putting people as a prey. Who has given them right? Did anyone gave DMK any right to claim their belief system or their ideology as the entire people's ideology? Who has given them the right of basically doing that? This is a simple question. So even people should understand that who is kind of playing a divisive politics just before elections. And this is a high class drama, they do it all the time in the name of all these kind of things. Imagine, Bharat is always a system where we are always interdependent on everyone, irrespective of caste, language, race or the pranta. We were always interdependent. Why is it, that is a samskruti, it is a part of our samskruti. We are no one without others. That is a part of the system we have imbibed since ages, centuries. That is the greatest civilizational pride we continue today as Bharatiya. So this is what they are forgetting it. And today it is very unfortunate that Tamil Nadu is a state where it has given a lot of gems to the country. People with so much of knowledge, scholars, we have seen amazing people who have really kept the culture strong with lot of unity. And today, these kind of leaders, we have to be ashamed to even, talk them as leaders. They are not leaders. They are political opportunists who wait to make people pray in the name of divisive politics. So who is that? Can these people, their children, when they go out, how do they behave? When they go out, are they not going? Are they not sending their children to other places? Are these people are not staying other parts of the world or in the country? Imagine if people start doing the same way, if people apply the same kind of terminology what today they are using to themselves. Imagine how these people are dividing the country in the name of all kind of nonsensical things. I think it's high time that people of Tamil Nadu teach them a big lesson. This is a very unbiased statement, because with this kind of a discriminative attitude what they have with them, in the way in which they've been dividing people, they hardly talk on real issues about what people are facing. Did they ever address unemployment? Did they ever talk about development? Did they ever talk about safety? Did they ever talk about economic growth? Did they ever talk about various other holistic aspects about how they can make the country better with their own contribution? So none of this. There is no call for leadership, responsible leadership in the state of Tamil Nadu under the tyrannic DMK rule. This is a lot evident, which is seen to us, and it's high time that people, who divides the country in the name of these kind of things, they should discard them. They should debar them from the political system. They should throw them out of their kind of a political system from these kind of people. These people are real danger to the constitution. They are the real threat to the spirit of democratic republic of this country. They are absolutely against. So this is what I really opine,
Right.
and people will definitely this time will vote for better governance better than instead of people who are kind of dividing the country in the name of all kind of things which only it is applicable to them. Can they survive without anybody apart from Tamil in their own home, in their own clan? This is what my straight question to those people. Can they ever survive without anybody? Which is practically impossible, right? So we have to apply what is the practicality, what is the logic, and these so-called politicians, I don't call them leader at all. They don't have any leadership role. They don't have any leadership kind of a stance with them. They're absolutely the weird political, what do you call them as a political? They are like they are kind of putting prey to innocent people for all these things. Let us people not get prey to these kind of people who have most selfish motive, and they're absolutely not any sort of leaders. And there's a high time that people say a goodbye to DMK.
Right, right. In fact, Mr. Jayaprakash, do you really believe that such kind of politics will work for them? Because this seems to be their modus operandi that they might be doing just before the election, so that they have some kind of a local vote bank. Do you think that this will work in their favor?
Just want to thank you for both the panelists who have been so educative of the whole thing. Madam, see, 30 years, they were never in power. That is because we had two very strong nationalistic leaders like MGR and Jayalalitha. They threw them out of power with just calling these people anti-nationalist. Now now today in our country, if there is only one leader in the form of Mr. Narendra Modi, has to rule Tamil Nadu, NDA has to rule Tamil Nadu to keep these anti-divisive force. These were the people who supported LTT and killed Rajiv Gandhi. They have been taking part in every terrorist activities from inception. Ma'am, people outside, see, this is when two of the panelists spoke. So they were saying that can Tamilians survive outside the state? This is exactly the narrative. They are trying to induce the anger in the people of the other state, so that the Tamilians are attacked outside, so that they can divide the state. Whereas the country, India, is so united that the Tamils are treated like gods. You look at our Prime Minister, he calls all the great saints in Tamil Nadu for the first day of the new parliament. He has kept the Sengon in parliament. He recites Thirukural every day. He wants to keep the entire nation in one go, whereas DMK wants to cut Tamil Nadu and induce anger into the people. They beat so many Biharis. So many Biharis, two of them have lost their lives. So many Biharis and North Indians have been killed, and no cases are filed against them. They are let off with simple cases. And this madam, when she is saying that they are spreading ganja every day, 10,000 people, what kind of a statement a parliamentarian is making? Actually, one Sadiq Basha, an NRI deputy organizer of DMK, he was taking movies along with the family members of DMK. The NCB from Delhi comes and arrests him for drug peddling. He came out of jail only now, where their party people in power, their NRI co-organizer, Sadiq Basha, was taking movies with their family. This, well, DMK is doing all this. They are saying that people from other states are coming here as drug peddlers. Ma'am, there has to, only Modi can save Tamil Nadu. 100% these people will try to divide the nation, get the anger of this other state people, and they want other state people to attack the Tamils there, so that these people's cause of separate Tamil Nadu will again, they will try to raise. It is not the first step. They keep raising it again and again. It's a danger. DMK is a danger, madam. They have to be banned. This voice has to be spoken by everybody in this country. They have to be banned politically like PFI. I'm saying it because we are here for the last 60 years. We know what kind of politics they are taking.
Absolutely. In fact, let me also just rope in for a quick word, Mr. Sri Sai Selam, on this. So, sir has spoken about a very serious issue as well. There are a lot of migrant workers who are now being targeted, who are being harassed, who have in fact lost their lives as well, all because of this kind of politics, dirty politics that is being played just for some kind of votes. Do you believe it is right to pit Indians against Indians just for votes?
Yep. Targeting the non-locals, this is not a new subject for the Tamil Nadu politics. Now DMK facing lot of anti-encumbrance in all rural areas and urban areas. Lot of anti-encumbrances day by day it's increasing. They are trying to pack up the anti-encumbrance with language identical comments as well as region identical comments. In our comments, if you interpret it, it is true that a lot of graduates coming from Tamil Nadu, they are serving for the country and they are contributing a lot of technological inventions to the nations. Simultaneously, coming to the migration subjects, it's a purely against to federal system, against to congruent system. Our comments are really political motive. In general, no such kind of bias and differences we can see. Lot of Hindi people and Tamil people are working together in Chennai and Tamil Nadu. Since last 15-20 years, there is no such kind of massive attacks and internal clashes of the Tamil immigrants. Lot of in Tamil people also, lot of educated and nationalistic approach people are growing day by day. But the politicians like Kalimoni and other, they are trying to destroy the unity. Government and central government has to sit together. Whatever their demands, actually Tamil Nadu people more than 130 demands sent to central government for resolving of their statehood related issues, language related issues and developmental related issues and GST related issues. But all that kept aside, now for the political gaining and political battle, election context, they want to create and they want to provoke the sentiments. I think so public will not at the junction to listen it. Public are well matured and they are thinking for the progressive India, nationalistic India, development India. Maximum in village levels also now huge demand and huge popularity for the NDA activities and the NDA government policies. And if Annamalai and some other leaders, once upon a time there is no single flag, no one is ready to travel in the Tamil Nadu. Now lakhs of people coming for the NDA meetings, lakhs of people coming for the public meetings, Vice President representing, the Honorable Vice President Radhakrishnan representing from the same state, and lot of developmental activities are taking place. People mindset also is changing. Their approach is going for the nationalistic approach, and largely they are thinking for the countrywide interest, not any single region-wise interest. If they politically they are going, it's against to their will and as well as against to total mandate of the Tamil Nadu. They will face a lot of political crisis in future also.
Right. Yamuna Pathak, do you also believe that this will lead to a political crisis rather than how they are trying to consolidate a local vote bank?
Definitely, I would definitely agree with whatever you've been asking me, because any kind of, if you look at in the state of Tamil Nadu, what exactly is happening right now, they're trying to arouse the local sentiments, right? See, any kind of a linguistic discrimination, we should definitely reject this kind of a linguistic discrimination which is happening. See, I don't even agree whether if it's a Tamil who's in the north is discriminated, even we have to condemn that, or if the Hindi speakers or elsewhere from any part of the country are being discriminated in the south, even then we should condemn that. So one nation, equal dignity and no exceptions. Whether it is north or south or east or west, we have no right to discriminate against people in the name of caste, class, language, state or any other barriers. So that is not what it is meant for. And see, we can clearly see that when the government fails, this is what happens. They try to work, they wanted to come out with all kind of a lame excuses, or they wanted to come out with these kind of to constantly arouse these kind of sentiments among people. And they see, I think these are all cheap tactics. It's all over. Maybe there's sometime it worked, maybe a few instances it might have worked. But I'm sure that people today are not ignorant. People are also thinking there is so much of exposure in the terms of knowledge, information dissemination is concerned. There is so much of awareness which is happening. People are able to reason it out. People are able to understand. People are able to compare. So a lot of these things are happening. There is so much of churning in the minds of the people about what is good and what is bad. So there were the times, it was earlier, lot of things would have never went so fast. But today, at the tips of your finger, we understand what's happening across. So there is a lot of dissemination which is happening in the terms of what is the right information, what is government doing, what is that we are doing. See, we are not bothered about at the end of the day which language we speak and what is that. We only have one thing which is connecting all of us, that we are Indians, we are Bharatiya. So that is the only fabric, the beautiful social fabric with which we are all living together for not just now, for thousands of years together. This is that very social fabric. It kept our culture alive. So we have to understand, it is not the language, it is the culture which kept all of us, whoever we are from, whether we are Dakshin se hai, Uttar Bharat se hai, or we are the east part of the country or the west. It is that the very sensitive, a sensible social fabric which is making us come together as Indians. Right. So these people, in the name of politicizing these things, and I'm sure it will not work anymore, and creating this kind of hostility and hostile atmosphere will not work any which way.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming on this debate. I thank Jayaprakash, Sri Sai Selamanna and Yamuna Pathak for joining us to discuss this matter of importance.